also say
Sorry.
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 Can you speak again, please?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, again please. So there are different ways to say that. Very good. Could you ask him where he lives?
Where do you live?
I live in Bangkok.
How long have you lived in Bangkok?
I think I have lived in Bangkok all my life. And then I moved.
Yes, yeah.
I think I moved.
Ah, you want to move?
Yeah.
Where? Where would you go?
Maybe China. China.
China?
Yeah. I think maybe.
You think maybe you will move to China? Wow. Do you have...
To China. Sometimes excursion. Outing.
Ah, a trip.
A trip.
Okay, okay. Not to live.
Not really.
No, do you want to live in China?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sometime.
some time.
So, can you speak Chinese?
A
Yes?
little.
You speak Chinese?
Chinese.
Chinese. I study Chinese is Mandarin Chinese.
Mandarin Chinese.
Not my nation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think.
Good, good.
And a little Chinese Mandarin.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
That would be interesting.
You say hello. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Same. Hello.
Say so hello.
Very good. Very good. Could you ask him where he lives?
Where do you live?
I live in Bangkok.
How long have you lived in Bangkok?
I've lived in Bangkok for 6 years.
Very good. Could you ask
Where do you live?
I live in Thailand.
How long have you lived in Thailand?
I live in Thailand. My whole life.
my whole life? Good. Yes. Yeah. Very good. Ask her, please.
Where do you live?
I live in Bangkok.
How long you live in Bangkok?
Careful. How long have you lived?
How long have you lived in Bangkok?
I have lived in Bangkok from a child until now.
Okay. Good. Yes. So all your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Could you ask? Please.
Where do you live?
I live in Bangkok.
How long have you lived in Bangkok?
I live in Bangkok. I have lived in Bangkok about 10 years.
Very good. Could you ask the lady in front of you?
Where do you live?
I have lived in.
I live.
I have lived in Bangkok. Lovely.
Now,
So,
Now, but now I live in Bangkok.
okay, so I live in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
how long have you lived in Bangkok?
I have lived in Bangkok around. I have 6 years old.
When you were 6 years old.
Yes,
Okay.
6 years I live in Bangkok and now too.
Okay. I have lived in Bangkok. What's the word that we use?
I was
I live in Bangkok. Since
6 years.
since
I was
6.
6 years.
Yeah, yeah. I have lived in Bangkok since I was 6. Yeah, since I was 6. Since. I've lived in Bangkok since 2010, or since I was 6, since I was a student. Many people come to Bangkok when they're young for university. They come from the northeast, from the north, from the south. They come to Bangkok for university and they stay. They find a job in Bangkok and they live in Bangkok. So they could say, I have lived in Bangkok since I was a student, since I was 6, since I was a baby.
Teacher, usually after the since it means the past always mean the past.
Yeah, a moment. After since, it must be a moment. A moment in a moment in history. I was 6. I was a baby. I was a student. Since I was a child.
I have lived in Bangkok, India.
Very often, if you go to an English-speaking country, and you go to a shop. Let's imagine the shop sells bread. So it's a bread shop. And very often you have a sign on the shop, it says, since 1950. Because they are very proud, they're very happy that they have the bread shop for many, many years. So they say on the shop, since 1950. Or Levi jeans on the back of the jeans. It's since 1886 on the jeans. Since 1886, because they're very proud in the past. And the company started in 1950, and the company is still here today.
Since yesterday, close tomorrow.
Since
Yesterday and will be closed tomorrow.
Really, maybe, yes. Some companies last for a very short time. Yeah. Good. Okay. Can you ask where
do you live?
I live in Bangkok.
How long have you lived in Bangkok now?
Around 4 years.
Okay, let's give the full answer. So I have lived.
I have lived in Bangkok 4 years.
4 years. Good. Yes. Okay. Very nice. So we have two questions. Where do you live? I live in Bangkok. How long have you lived in Bangkok? I have lived in Bangkok 10 years, 4 years. Since I was 6. Many years. Okay. So make sure that you have a note of these two questions. The two questions. Question 1 and question 2. Now, yesterday, some of us were talking about hobbies as well.
Hobbies.
Hobbies, yes. Again? Again? Describing.
This will be
Describing, yes, we were also talking about describing.
Describe.
But first we were talking about hobbies. And do you remember most hobbies have something in common, that they finish with ing. Most hobbies finish with ing. Yes. So for example, what's your hobby?
My hobby, surf internet. The internet. Watching.
Watching on the internet? Yes. Yeah.
You the work on
Watching on the internet.
Watching movie.
Watching movies. Yes. Did you say reading? Speaking. Learning. Yes. Yeah.
Dancing.
Dancing. Dancing is a great hobby. Music. Yes. Listening or playing? Singing. Yeah. Music can be listening to music or playing music.
Shopping.
Shopping is a popular hobby.
Outing.
Outings. Like visiting places. Tours. Yes, yeah. Visiting on tours. Swimming. Yeah. Swimming is a jogging. Yeah, very good hobby.
Running.
So we asked.
Cooking.
Cooking is a very useful hobby. Yeah. So how do we ask the question in the present? So the first question is in the present, where do you live? How will we ask about hobbies? What? What's? Very good. What's your hobby? Question 3, what's your hobby? And we will answer watching TV, playing music, taking photos. And then we're going to ask again how. How long? Because it's interesting to know if someone has a hobby of dancing or singing or growing plants. Who grows plants? Growing plants. So we can ask, how long have you now what will be the past?
How long have you played?
We could say how long have you played, but if we want to use the past and we want to use the
watch.
we can say that, how long have you watched? But because it's a hobby, we want the ing. We want the ing ending. So what we're going to do, we'll use been. How long have you been playing? How long have you been reading? How long have you been speaking English? How long have you been singing? How long have you been singing, dancing, reading, swimming? How long have you been reading? How long have you been learning English? How long have you been learning English?
Present perfect continuous.
It's continuous, yeah, yeah.
Continuous.
Mm.
Teacher, is it a rule to use the children to be in when we want to know something about hobby from some